Alright, let me tell y'all something, man. A former Mafia capo looking right into the camera saying, I wasn't surprised at all. Athletes are easy prey. Now, before anybody gets it twisted, what I'm about to deliver is commentary. A big, loud warning label based on allegations and expert opinions. Allegations ain't convictions, and everybody's innocent until proven guilty. I ain't the feds, I ain't the judge. I've been warning them for 30 years. Let's start with the voice of a real former mob boss, Michael Franzese. And look, man, you don't have to like the resume to respect the scouting report. The man used to run gambling operations for the Colombo family, did time, flipped the playbook into a lecture circuit, and for decades he's been in rooms, I mean real rooms, with pros, rookies, college kids, compliance people trying to keep folks from walking off the cliff. He's not speculating from the bleachers, he's diagramming the exact set he used to run. He says he's been warning leagues for 30 years that this day was coming. Not maybe, not possibly, coming. Why? Because the thing that makes athletes special, that motor, that competitiveness, that put it on my shoulders mentality, it cuts both ways. You come out the tunnel wanting to beat the world, well, the world starts making side bets on how far you'll go for the next hit of adrenaline. And when he says it's been happening and it's gonna keep happening, I believe him, because human nature ain't changed since peach baskets. 4 families, 1 big table. The part that makes you sit up straight is the scope. We ain't talking about a lonely bookie taking $50 parlays behind a liquor store. We're talking about an alleged web that, in the scenario y'all gave me, ropes in 4 of the big New York families. When 4 families touch the same pot, that ain't small potatoes, that's a Thanksgiving buffet. That means the money river is wide, the current is fast, and everybody's bringing a pail. And this ain't guys in tracksuits dealing pinochle at the VFW. Franzese laid it out. The old hustle's got a tech facelift. X-ray tables that read cards. Fancy shuffle tech that ain't random. Glasses and gadgets that make a poker room feel like a lab. If you think you're sitting down for a friendly game with a couple of ex-pros and a hedge fund dude, but the furniture itself is cheating you, brother, you weren't invited to a game. You were invited to a harvest. The playbook for trapping athletes. Let me put this in ball terms so everybody can follow. Imagine you're a young guard who loves the action. Not just the game, the action. Plane rides, back-to-backs, cards on the tray table, dice in the hotel. You ain't hurting nobody, right? Just vibing with the fellas. Then your luck turns. You owe 50 bands. You get a call. Relax, kid. Just run it up with us. We'll float you. That right there is the first pick in the pick and roll. Ain't about 50. They want 250, 300. They want you underwater so deep you can't see the surface. Because once they own the clock and they own your next possession, once all you can think about is the number you owe, that's when the play call changes. Pay interest every Monday. Don't place bets anywhere else. And if you try to chase it, okay, now run our set. We need a turnover in the second quarter. We need a DNP in the back-to-back. We need 5 fewer boards than usual. We need that ankle to bark a little louder. You ain't fixing the final score. That's too loud. You're fixing the margins, the little things the books write in tiny print. That's the sweet spot. That's where you can walk out the arena looking regular and still bend the line. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is terrible. For you, for your locker room, for everybody who believes the scoreboard is sacred. Why would millionaires do this? Why would a guy with 8 figures in the bank play footsie with this nonsense? Because money ain't the only drug in the world, that's why. The rush is real. The I know something they don't high is real. The ego of beating the house is real. And on top of that, the access point is easier than ever. Legal apps right on your phone. Props on every sneeze, odds on every breath. That's the front door. The trap door is credit. The legal book says deposit first. The neighborhood guy says we'll settle later. One of those is a seatbelt. The other is a cliff. And there's another piece, the face card phenomenon. I ain't talking blackjack, I'm talking bait. You put a beloved former player at a table, you invite heavy wallets to hang with the legend, and now you got a room full of folks who'll ignore every red flag because they want the selfie and the story. The face card gets a finder's fee, the geeks in the back run the tech, and the lucky newcomer walks out looking like a magician. Only trick is, the guests brought the rabbits and the hats in with them. The fix isn't a movie montage, it's death by 1,000 paper cuts. Too many folks think game fixing means a center punting the ball into the stands or a star shooting at the wrong basket. That ain't it. The modern fix is granular, it's subtle. Refs don't need to reverse a win, they can nudge a cover. Players don't need to tank a night, they can shave a stat. Trainers don't gotta invent an injury, they can time the announcement to flip a line before the public knows. You ever notice a random third foul on a star with 6:42 left in the second? You ever see a coach yank a hot hand for matchups and your living room screams, "Why?" 99 times out of 100, that's just hoops randomness. But if you wanted to bend a spread, you know where you'd push? The exact spots that already look like coaching decisions and human error. That's why it's so scary. The signal and the noise wear the same jersey. This will keep happening. Franzese ain't mincing words. You can run the biggest bust in the world on Monday, and by Thursday there's a new room, a new text thread, a new mule. Why? Because the incentive never leaves. Gambling ain't a side hustle, it's a mainstay. It's evergreen. It's low risk compared to the old days, high yield compared to most hustles, and connected to something America can't quit: sports. And here's the heartbreaker. The pipeline starts early. The man says he hits campuses, gives the talk, tells kids, "If you're in trouble, email me, confidential." By the time he gets to the hotel, the inbox is crying for help. That's college. Think about the pros. More money, more access, more leeches, more on the line. Those vulnerabilities don't vanish with a rookie deal, they scale. Why the league alone can't jam this turnover? The NBA will send memos, the NBA will do seminars, the NBA will tighten credentials, and they should, all of it. But let's not pretend this is just a don't be dumb handout away from solved. The leagues dipped their toes, dove head first into the gambling pool. Sponsor logos, betting segments, live odds on the ticker. I'm not mad at commerce, I'm saying you can't sell appetizers at the buffet and act shocked folks showed up hungry. You know what access is? It's a currency. And right now the sport is an ATM of micro access. Ankle scans, load plans, shoot-around intel, family whispers. In the hands of 99% of folks, that's just shop talk. In the hands of wolves, that's a menu. So you can't rely on vibes and friendship bracelets to police the back halls. You need systems, hard badges, hard logs. If you saw the treatment report, your name stamped on the file. No unofficials. If you're in the tunnel, you're on a payroll or a vetted vendor. Tight injury timing. The moment something's known internally, there's a clock. Not noonish, not after film. Third-party integrity partners. Pattern analysis on props and player minutes like it's credit card fraud detection. Real discipline, not wrist slaps. You leak inside info or you touch a bet, you're out. Not for a week, for good. Even then, will it vanish? Nah, but it raises the cost. It shrinks the windows. It tells the next hungry wolf, this ain't an open kitchen. The human cost. It's easy to talk like this is all chess pieces and pie charts. But this story, the one y'all asked me to riff on, keeps slapping me in the face with the human part. Athletes who got everything and somehow don't. The dude who made $20 million and still ends up texting for a $10,000 advance. The guy who walks into a rigged room thinking he's hustling when he's the one being harvested. The old teammate who comes around the gym just to rebound, and the next thing you know, your trust got pawned for a parlay. That betrayal, it ain't just money, it's dignity. It's the locker room. It's your kids and your mama watching SportsCenter asking, baby, what happened? That's why I'm loud about it. Not because I like wagging my finger, because I hate watching people set their own jerseys on fire. History says the wolf's been here. People act like this is brand new because the tech is shinier. Come on, man. The names change, the tools upgrade, the grift remains. From point-shaving scandals to ref betting blowups, from college schemes to pro whispers, the wolf never left the village. It just learned the Wi-Fi password. Every generation has its "we can't believe this happened" moment. And every time when you pull the thread, you find the same things: debt, ego, access, silence, and somebody who saw the red flags and said, it's probably fine. What should guys do? You want a real answer? Here you go. Kill the mystique. If someone asks for quiet access, that's not a favor, that's a flag. No credit, no IOUs. If you can't place it legal with cash up front, don't place it. Shrink the circle. Locker room proximity ain't a personality trait. If a guy's not on staff, why is he in the staff hallway? Ensure the future. Every vet room should have a money doc, a therapist, a legit I'm in trouble hotline. If you can call a film coordinator at 2 a.m., you should be able to call a deck counselor at 2 a.m. Tell the truth early. If you're stuck, say it to someone safe before somebody unsafe hears it. Shame is the mob's best recruiter. The money's too good. Exactly. That's why this will never be fully gone. The wolf hunts where the buffalo roam. Sports is buffalo. Big herds, big meat. You can limit the losses. You can make the wolf work harder, but you won't make it go vegetarian. So the question ain't how do we erase it? It's how do we keep the scoreboard sacred while living in the real world? And that's a grown folks answer. Guardrails, consequences, education, and a little less winking at the cash register just cause it's ringing. If the game ever feels like pro wrestling, it's over. I'm gonna say the quiet part loud. If fans ever start believing outcomes are entertainment, not competition, the soul of this whole thing evaporates. People argue about GOATs. They buy jerseys, they pay for league pass, not because they love corporate sponsors, but because they trust the game is straight. You break that trust, you ain't the NBA anymore. You're a content mill. The leagues know this. That's why they talk about integrity of the game like it's the national anthem. But you can't hum integrity while you're handing out parlay promos in the same breath. You gotta pick one tone and sing it like you mean it. The verdict from a loud man with a microphone. Here's where I land, man. I love basketball. So when I see stories, allegations about wolves with x-ray tables and face cards and 4 families and players drowning in quiet debt, I don't go, ooh, juicy. I go, this is terrible, because it eats the thing I love from the inside out. Michael Franzese says he wasn't surprised. I believe him. He says it will keep happening. I believe that too. But believing the storm is coming don't mean you stand outside holding a kite. It means you shut the windows and bolt the doors and tell the kids to sit on the floor till it passes. Leagues, tighten up. Teams, stop letting unofficial turn into unregulated. Players, kill the late-night ego and ask for help before your phone fills up with the wrong names. Friends of the program, if you love that star, love him by staying on the right side of the rope. And fans, keep demanding straight hoops, not scripted arcs. If this whole saga had a championship trophy, it'd be for bad decisions. But we don't have to keep handing it out, man. We can make the next parade be about defense, effort, culture, not subpoenas. Until then, I'll be here, telling you the truth the only way I know how. Loud, a little messy, and with love for the game. Because if basketball's the church, the scoreboard is the altar. You don't play at the altar, you protect it. And if any of this alleged nonsense is real, if even a slice of it is true, then I got one last word for it. The only word that fits. Terrible.